I'm Matt Roberts and we're at the NEC in Birmingham today for Motorcycle Live. Simply put, this is the biggest and best motorcycle show in the UK where all the major brands come to show off their new models. But there are plenty of other reasons why all these people are queuing up here. Alongside all these sparkly new bikes are brilliant features, interactive exhibitions that make Motorcycle Live, well, live. Christian, this looks wild, man. What's it all about?
It's almost as wild as you mixing fuchsia with, is that maroon or is that kind
It's mauve.
Mauve, that's rad. Also, what's happening out here, hall number one, the best hall. I'm not trying to say those halls aren't worthy, but man, we got guys from like Japan, Spain, France, Sweden, and Gatwick. We actually have a guy who lives at Gatwick. No one lives at Gatwick, but Gatwick Dave does. Then we've got like a world champion mountain bike trials guy. So we got the fossil fuel burning and the non-fossil fuel burning variety whenever the earth sheds a tear, but it's all rad.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen today, but hey, look, these people are all walking around, they're checking out bikes, they're buying stuff, and then this is the place they come to get that heart rate going again.
Well, you know, when you're shopping, you need to take a little break. Don't come in here when you want that break, dude, because we're going to get, like you said, get that heart pumping, give your eyes like some visual candy, some ears. I'll be DJing some rad tunes. It's sick in here. Hopefully no one gets bird flu, because it's that sick.
Now, ask any road racer how they got into riding motorcycles, and the chances are they'll tell you it was motocross, and that's exactly the opportunity that all these kids get here at the Red Bull Pro National KTM experience. Let's have a quick word with Tim Warwood from the exhibition. Tim, this is a great chance, isn't it, for these kids to get the first taste of two wheels?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's every kid's dream pretty much, isn't it? Everybody wants to ride dirt bikes. I certainly did as a kid, and we're basically giving the kids the opportunity right here. It's an easy way for kids to get into it, and from here they can go on to, you know, like you say, road racing, or if their parents permit it, into some freestyle riding.
Expecting a busy week then?
Yeah, it's always a busy stand here, just because it's a free thing. You know, kids can come down, don the boots, they can get the helmet on, all the outerwear, the gloves, you know, the body armour, and like I say, it's free and they can get out there and give dirt biking a go.
So any big kids wanting to get dirty will have to head over here to the Yamaha off-road experience. As you can see, it's not going to get too muddy in here because it's all inside, so it's not going to get affected by the weather. But Cal Crutchlow's keeping an eye on the proceedings over here. Cal, it's a difficult discipline to master, but this is a great opportunity for people who maybe don't want to go all out and just pay money for a bike to just come and get a taste of it, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You know, obviously, if they're looking or interested to buy a bike, Yamaha have managed to put on this great little show here that people can come and have a ride around and try it for themselves and get to see the things they might buy.
Well, it may be at the opposite end of the speed spectrum to road racing, but certainly not in terms of skill. This is trials, and it's tough. Tom Sykes, Tom, very different to road racing this, but as I was saying before, equally tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's I watch these guys, especially a big fan of Dougie Lampkin, so yeah, these guys, what they do, it's completely different, like you said.
And what about this exhibition here, Tom? Obviously, you can't ride yourself, but it's great for everybody else.
Yeah, like you said, you know, it sounds fantastic. From what I believe, you can just turn up and ride. You know, all the kits provided. So yeah, I mean, if I wasn't so busy today, I'd even have a go myself.
But if you're not into getting dirty, then the chances are you'll want to sample the delights of riding on the open road. And there's nothing like learning those road skills from an early age, which is why Honda brings its My First License scheme to Motorcycle Live every year. And queuing up for a go are these two boys, of course, factory Honda riders in the World Superbikes for next year, Jonathan Ray and Leon Haslam. Guys, what a great initiative here to get youngsters into riding at an early age, so important.
Yeah, for sure. You know, these guys come on my dad's race school at Silverstone, and you know, it's fun actually getting out there when, you know, they get a little license and they can do it from a real young age. So yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Important, Johnny, for racing, but also for riding on the road as well, to know what you're doing. From the younger the better, I guess.
Yeah, and let's not forget, these kids are like coming along with their parents, so you know, it's something for them to do, and it gives them a great insight into motorbikes. They've got trained professionals here, like just helping them around, and it's a really cool initiative from Honda to do this.
But it's not just Honda who are giving kids the chance to experience two wheels here at Motorcycle Live. Kidimoto are here too, with the children's balance bikes over here in the children's fun area. Scott Reddin, former British mini-moto champion, is keeping a close eye, giving them some tips as well. Scott, these kids are amazing. This is a bit like learning to ride before you can walk, isn't it?
Yeah, it's this next step in between riding a mini bike and walking, you know. And
it's a great way to get kids on two wheels, and I guess now with racing in particular, the earlier you can get started, the better.
Yeah, definitely. You know, like I've got my academy. We've got kids starting at 4 years of age, you know, and they normally start with something like this before they get on a mini moto for the balance and stuff. And like you say, getting on 2 wheels to get the balance is the main thing for these kids.
Spotted any rivals for the future out there?
I don't know, there's a couple of wild ones out there, you know. We've got this little dude here with the Dunlop helmet on, he's going for it, you know. I'm quite impressed.
Now, if you prefer an engine in between those 2 wheels and you've got a bit more motorcycling experience than these kids and you want to try before you buy, then this is the place for you, the Test Ride Zone. It's like the biggest motorcycle dealer in the world with a great lineup of bikes from leading manufacturers for you to test on the public roads around the NEC. John, hopefully they're not out there thrashing the road bikes like you do around the Isle of Man, but what a great opportunity for people to test different machines in public condition.
Yeah, fantastic, you know, come down and give it a go, you know. It's dip your toe in the ocean and get out there on the roads and see what it's all about.
So what do they need to turn up then? Not a lot by the sounds of it.
They've got all the gear down here, all the safety equipment, you know. Get out there on the road, I might have a little ride myself, you know, you never know. I'll get out there and have a burn with them.
Now, you might be thinking if you're not a kid or you're not an experienced rider, then there's nowhere for you to get on 2 wheels at Motorcycle Live, but think again, because you can literally get on. And trust me, I know that this scheme works because I did it. Miles, this is really the perfect way for people who want to get involved in motorcycles but don't know how to just get a taste, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, we offer a free experience to anybody over the age of 16. Come along, have a go here at the show or book it online at geton.co.uk.
But for those who aren't doing any riding at this show, there's almost non-stop live entertainment here at the Eurosport Entertainment Zone, where Jamie Whittam and Steve Parrish are constantly entertaining with silly games, stupid quizzes, in-depth interviews with some of the big racing stars and other celebrities that grace Motorcycle Live throughout the week. It's also a great place to sit for a while, take the weight off your feet before you head off onto that next stand, if you can get a seat, that is. Backstage again, I've managed to catch up with Steve Parrish on a rare moment of downtime. Steve, you put the hours in out there, don't you?
Yeah, it is a very busy day. Obviously, I share the duties with James Whittam. He's up there chatting to the boys about the TT. Then, as soon as that finishes, we'll be up there for I'm a Commentator, Get Me Out of Here. And if anyone's too good at it, we're going to rip up the names. Then straight after that, we have Question of Bikes, which I think you're going to be on, actually, which will be really cool. I think that's the greatest show. I love doing it, and most of the riders do as well. It's really good fun. And then straight after that, there'll be another James Whittam chat. And then we've got wheel change competition with Superbikes. We've got the Man of Steel, Dunlop Man of Steel competition going on out there. And then another chat. And then at the end of it all, it's get undressed and dressed quickly. So it's like getting all your clothing on, your oversuits and helmets and gloves. And it's always just great fun. And people come out there and you can see them going, oh, I'm not sure if I really want to do that. And once they've seen it happen, they just want to be up there. And there's some fabulous prizes. I mean, really proper prizes.
Well, now for something a bit more cinematic but just as interactive, check out the Nick Sanders Motorcycle Cinema. It's a mad symphony of faraway places, incredible journeys, theatrical effects, and of course the man himself, Nick Sanders. Nick, this must have been the journey of a lifetime, or of your lifetime.
Well, the journeys are a journey of a lifetime. I mean, not so much for me, although I do appreciate it. It's for my audience. You know, the riders that come with me, we take them to the USA, we take them to Mongolia, you know, I'll take them around the world. We often go to Morocco as well. And they come back, it's life reaffirming. You know, it changes the way they think about their bike riding. And I think coming to shows like this basically allows it all to happen.
Now, as you can see, some of Nick's bikes aren't exactly in showroom condition after he's thrashed them around the world and back. But some of the bikes that are in pristine condition, of course, are the brand new models that are launching here in the UK this week at Motorcycle Live. Of course, there's so much fun to be had at this show. Let's not forget that what it's all about is looking at shiny new bikes. And it's not just about the shiny new bikes, there's plenty of shiny old ones as well. And the Classic Motorcycle Zone, in association with the Coventry Transport Museum, has an array of pieces that'll really get your two-wheeled nostalgic juices flowing. And for the ultimate shiny bikes, but with a real individual stamp, you'll get a proper rifle here at the Custom Extreme Zone with Backstreet Heroes and Street Fighters magazine. Some of those creations wouldn't look out of place on Route 66, but you could equally fill that two-wheeled wanderlust in the likes of New Zealand, the Alps or Africa. Luckily, the Escape Zone here at Motorcycle Live is just the place to plan that perfect adventure. So there you have it, plenty of bikes, loads of opportunities to ride, a galaxy of stars to bump into. What more could you want from Motorcycle Live? Oh yeah, the bargains. The retailers need to make way for next year's stock, so it's all here and it's all priced to sell fast. And if you end up buying more than you bargained for, then there's always DHL shop and drop and shop and ship service, which, trust me, thankfully is much easier to use than it is to say. Just bring all your bagged up bargains here for storage, or if you really have bitten off more than you can chew, DHL can ship it straight to your home. Now, we've been around the show in just a few minutes, but the reality is once you're here, it's going to take you all day to get around, maybe even longer. There really is that much going on. So all you need to do is get here, get on, and get involved. We'll see you soon.